From the StreamYard Studios on YouTube, this is Jeopnerdy. And here's your host, John DeMarco.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Jeopardy! Joining me, as always, is my co-host and game board designer, Professor Brainy Specs.
Greetings, John. Welcome, everyone. Hope we have a good show. Let's do it.
I want to say thanks to everyone who's joining us. So take a quick scroll through the chat. I'll say hello to Jay Aldridge. Glad you're here. Hello also to Cinnabon Bunny and Bird of Prey 5. Kapla. Glad you could make it. And we welcome Thomas Potts as well, even though he's already accusing us of lying before the game even started. And anyone else who is joining us later on, we're glad you could be with us tonight for our 3 rounds of Jeopardy! We have our 3 contestants for round 1. I'll go ahead and bring them up in a moment. But we'll be having 3 rounds, as I just said. So if you want to be in one of the later rounds, you can go ahead and click on that link that's pinned at the top of the chat. So we'll bring out for round 1, we have Bird of Prey 5, Trivia Master, and Jay Aldridge.
Greetings, cousins.
Hello, world. It's Bird of Prey 5. Kapla.
Hello, everybody.
Are you all excited to possibly win some Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream tonight?
A wild rumor. Wild rumor that's not true.
Rocky Road is better.
I will not be denied my prize that you promised would be here tonight.
No one made such promise.
I thought Hidden Valley made salad dressing.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Email's not a word, Thomas. It's 2 words.
Yes, it is a word. It is a word.
Okay, I don't know what, as a librarian, what test you passed, but clearly you cheated or failed.
It's in the dictionary. Thank you.
Yeah, the dictionaries aren't always correct.
The dictionary.
Dictionaries are not the Supreme Court of the word universe.
I see. Well, then, who is?
Me.
I do not recognize your authority over me.
Mamo Prey also agrees.
Well,
it's kind of telling how you like this so-called dictionary when it rhymes with dictator.
I don't think that's how rhyming works.
I don't know if that was a shot at me or Professor.
Professor. That is.
Well, Bird is the dictator, so I don't know what you're going on about.
Interesting.
He even calls himself the dictator, so, you know.
He's a benevolent dictator.
I thought Data had confirmed that the Webster's Dictionary survived in the 24th century.
That's a good point.
You're going to trust a robot?
It doesn't mean
Android,
anything.
not robot.
Is it a machine?
He's a toaster.
He's a robot. A robotic android.
Baloney.
And I don't trust Oxford either. They let Data become the chair of the department and take over, Newton's house.
That's
All
true.
good
They
things.
took the job of a human and gave it to a machine. It's a
I don't even think
disgrace.
he was legal.
Well, if Data was a toaster, I wouldn't mind to have a toaster with everything that he can do.
Keep Earth for Earthicans.
He's fully functional.
Okay. Whatever that means.
I don't know either, but
Before we go down that positronic trail any further, are we ready to begin round 1?
Oh, I'm ready. I want my Hidden Valley.
I'm sure you do. We all ready?
You keep hoping for it.
You put it in Discord this is tonight's prize. So if you lied to me
No,
again, I'm
we
still
did
waiting for my
not.
PlayStation 5 and
We
my
We
didn't.
did not.
I
Somebody
checked
else may have.
Discord and there's nothing that says a prize.
You checked the secret conspiracy Discord where you guys talk behind our backs and decide who's going to win in advance.
No.
There
I haven't
is no
talked
such
to them
Exactly
Discord.
what
at
you
all
would say.
today,
if you
except
did
I
have a
said hi.
secret Discord.
All right, let's go. Before I get angry.
Okay, let's go then.
I knew you were the master.
The master of trivia, that's right.
No, the master. But I always
All things
defeat
track.
you. I always defeat you.
You've never defeated me. I am champion victorious.
Uh-huh. I'm Time Lord victorious. Thank you. All right. If you're all set to play, let's play Jeopnerdy.
The first category is 7, where every correct response will have something to do with the number 7.
Uh,
The first line, TNG Season 5. You're going to tell us who said it. Starring William Shatner, where you'll be identifying a non-Star Trek role based on a picture.
It's All Rescue 911.
The only episode.
well, what is that?
Well, a specific situation will be described, and you identify the only episode where it happened. And the final category is the USS Enterprise, NCC 1701.
Have you noticed that I haven't said crap yet?
I have noticed.
Yes.
I was waiting for it, in fact. Have you turned over a new leaf?
Oh no, just wait for episode 2 and 3, the games 2 and 3. We haven't done them yet, so crap may be coming very soon.
And welcome Mr. CCDV and Tokyo Trekker to the chat. And Resolute
Greeting.
Germ as well. And Brad Wolf. Hey, we got a lot of people here.
Yes, greetings to all.
Welcome, everyone. All right, Bird. You have control of the board.
I think these are some interesting categories.
Indeed.
Let's do let's do 7 for. I know this is the wrong way of doing it. Let's do 7 for 100. Let's just go start off with this.
This agent was trained by an advanced alien race and sent to Earth in 1968.
Who is Gary 7?
That's correct.
That's the way to start off, Bird. Trivia Master. Your turn.
I will go with. I'm curious about this only episode one, so we'll go with 300.
The only episode from TOS Season 3 with a Constitution-class starship other than the Enterprise.
God damn it, I don't watch it. So I'm naming the ship or the episode?
The
The
episode.
episode. Never mind. Pass.
Jay.
Season 3.
Mhm.
I'm going through my mind trying to figure out what episode that would be. Yeah.
Bird.
Pass.
No one got the Tholian web.
Defiant.
Wow.
I don't know what episode
Wow.
they're in,
Well, I didn't have
I
that
didn't
much
know
time.
it was season
so.
3. I thought that was season 2.
You had the second longest time. And yes, I do see a gorilla. I'm sorry, I did not say hello to you. Welcome, gorilla. All right, Jay, it's your turn.
William Shatner, 300.
Do you identify the show or the movie?
Oh man,
What is Sequest DSV?
That's correct.
that was easy.
I wouldn't have any idea.
What? You don't know Sequest DSV?
I don't want.
Shame
Sequest.
on you, Bird
It
O'
doesn't
Prey
take place in the
5.
stars.
Wow. Wow. All right, Bird. You can make up for that remark. It's your
A
turn.
couple of episodes do now. A couple of
That's-
episodes do have
Yeah.
stars.
I wouldn't know because I don't watch.
Shame.
Let's do 7 for 300.
This was Picard's authorization code in 2373.
Oh,
Well, I know this. I think.
I know if I say it, it's going to be wrong. What is Picard 47 Alpha Tango?
You got it.
Nice.
Oh man.
Very, very good job, Bird.
Hey, good job, Brain. You're going to get some extra egg in the morning.
Thomas says, ban Bird. Trivia Master, it's your turn.
We're gonna take the 7 away from Bird and go with 400.
Jasad was a member of this military division.
This what is it? Seventh Order.
That's correct.
Nicely done. We have a tie for first place. But it's Jay's turn. You can take the lead.
500 for William Shatner.
Rescue 911.
What is Boston Legal?
That's correct.
That
Problem?
was an easy one.
What?
It was
What?
so easy.
I feel like
It's
Well,
so
I-
much easier than Sequest.
Bird, Boston Legal has no stars in it.
What do you mean? Boston Legal has William Shatner in it. He's the
But
star.
there are no stars as
It
in
doesn't
astronomical
matter.
objects.
It's a lawyer show.
Bird, it's your turn.
Let's do 7 for 500.
Sisko was assigned as Admiral Ross's adjutant when Captain Bennett was promoted to command of this Starfleet's force.
What
No
is the
relation to
seven-
Matthew, I'm sure.
What is the 7th Fleet?
That is incorrect.
Trivia
Sweet.
Master.
I wasn't listening. Signed Admiral Ross Adjutant. Ben was promoted to command of the Starfleet Force. Wait, who's Bennett? I can't pass.
Jay.
Pass.
The 7th Force.
It was the 7th Tactical Wing.
Also
D.
known as the 7th Fleet.
Not quite.
Afraid not.
Damn it.
Trivia Master. It's your turn.
We'll go with let's go with Enterprise for 300.
This was the third of 4 codes required to activate the Enterprise's self-destruct sequence.
Destruct sequence 3. What is 1B, 2B3?
That's correct.
Nicely done. Jay, you've got the lead and control the board.
Enterprise for 500.
Shit. I should have blocked that one.
When surrendering himself for arrest for hijacking the Enterprise, Spock placed this helmsman temporarily in command of the ship.
Don't remember that episode. Surrendering himself for rest.
Don't remember the episode? I'm shocked.
Is this the episode he was being court-martialed for killing somebody?
Pass.
Bird.
Yeah, I know the episode, but I don't
Ah,
remember
shoot,
who
it
it
just
was.
came to me.
Pass.
Is it that episode where he's
Trivia Master.
launched the pod on, where they're accusing him of launching that pod?
No.
You tell us.
Well, because if it is, I skip that one all the time, so I would not know.
I think it's
Hanson.
Menagerie.
Yeah, it's from Menagerie.
Ah,
Yeah.
And yes, his name was
Hanson.
Lieutenant Hanson.
Lieutenant Hanson. Yep. Yep.
And welcome. I can't make out the name. Who is that? Whoever you are, welcome.
wow. Such disrespect.
Oh, I can't make out the name. It's all blur. Saying something about John DeMarco. Hi, how's it going? John DeMarco, thank you. I can't make out the name. Sorry. Birdo Prey 5, it's your turn.
Let's do the only episode for 200.
The only episode in which Michael Dorn appears as a human.
What is Far Beyond the Stars?
That's correct.
I would have said a different only episode for that particular episode.
I'm sure you would.
What was that episode?
Far Beyond the Stars?
That's
mean-
the DS9 episode where Cisco.
Oh, he plays
is
the
back-
baseball player.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, Trivia Master, you're in second place, but you have control. Okay, take first place.
The
We'll
only
go
D-
with, well, we need to start blocking some of these big ones, so we'll go with first line for 500.
Silicon Avatar. The hospital facility will be located there, facing north in that grove of trees.
Oh, it was that woman that died. What was her name?
Betsy Ross.
Oh,
Sorry.
man. I better go write that letter to what's her name's family. I think her name was actually what's her name. And she tackled that old man so they would both die. It was like some weird suicide pact. We'll pass.
Jay,
You're looking for the woman?
Whoever
looking
said
for the
that.
name.
Nope, it was the old man.
I don't know the name. Pass.
Bird,
Yeah, no, pass.
That was Carmen
Carmen,
DeVille.
that's it. Carmen San
That is it.
Diego.
All right, Jay, you got a 200-point lead and control the board.
If you just knew the first name, would you accept it, or do you need both first and last name?
I think I would at least need the last name.
And I would not have gotten that. I remembered Carmen, but not the last name.
No.
She murdered an old man. She clearly tackled him to the ground and let them get run over by the beam. It was sad.
Let's go with Enterprise for 400.
After this officer's poor decisions led to the Enterprise being surrounded by Romulans, Captain Kirk saved the day by reusing the Corbomite bluff.
Who is Captain Kirk?
That is incorrect.
Bird,
What? Poor decisions.
Hmm.
I only remember Romulans in 2 episodes.
Well, they're in more than 2.
Pass.
Trivia Master.
Wait, is this an
Interesting question that I don't know the answer to.
This is from the episode The Deadly Years, and the officer in
Commodore
question was
Stalker,
Commodore
yeah.
Stalker.
is this an
Yep.
animated series episode?
It's
No,
not.
Season 2,
it's where
TOS.
they all
Really?
got old from that seeing that dead man.
All but Chekhov.
Yeah.
All right, Bird, your turn.
Very suspicious.
I'm very suspicious you didn't know it.
The only episode for 400.
The only episode to include scenes set on present day Beta Z.
Interesting. Someone with the Ferengi. They got kidnapped.
Isn't they? Pass.
I don't remember the name.
Trivia
I'm trying to
Master.
think of it. They got transported naked. That's all I remember.
Jay.
What is Menage a Troy?
That's it.
That's the one.
Eh,
You just see Waxana's gross body.
And Jay has the lead. But it's your turn, Trivia Master.
Oh, sweet. We'll go with the only episode for 500.
The only episode of TNG in which Data does not appear.
Oh, God. Huh. Yeah, I have no idea. I thought he was in every episode. Oh, not pass. I meant pass. Sorry.
Jay.
Sheep dip. What is pass?
Bird.
What is family?
You got it.
That's impressive. I didn't
think
know that.
Yeah, I think so. It's
Yeah.
very nice.
Okay.
It's a very
I think
special
I
episode.
know.
It's also one where I think they're not in the Enterprise. It's just at the very beginning.
There's a
Well,
few scenes
no.
on the Enterprise.
Yeah. Wesley had scenes in the holodeck.
Yeah.
You didn't see Data walking down the hallway? Or sitting in his chair somewhere?
No.
I
think
didn't
there-
realize he wasn't in that episode.
I don't
Not
think they
even
showed the bridge in
the
that
episode
episode.
that he appeared on Night Court.
That's it. There's no bridge. There's no bridge. I'd read about this episode. It's one of those special episodes. I knew there was something else about it.
Yes,
Oh.
Randolph. Wesley does not count. You're correct. Jay, it is your turn.
Starring William Shatner, 400.
Nice.
What is Airplane 2?
That's correct.
Man, I should have picked that category.
So much
I don't know my Shatner.
And Sequest DSV.
That was easy.
It was easy. All right, Bird, your turn.
7 for 200.
This was a fundamental principle of the Federation Constitution, which protected citizens against self-incrimination.
What is the 7th guarantee?
That's correct.
Although apparently it doesn't apply to forced mind balance.
Apparently not. Trivia Master, it's your turn.
We will go with first line for 400.
Oh, wow.
1400.
Don't do it.
We have to.
Thank
All
you,
right,
sweet
It's the
Jesus.
rules of the game.
All right, for 1400, Trivia Master.
It's gonna be something ridiculous.
From Ensign Rowe. There's a time when you want to call a Romulan's bluff, and there's a time when you don't, wouldn't you say?
What?
Who said that?
Well, it says Ensign Row. I'm assuming you want the episode this time.
No.
Ensign Rowe is the episode name.
Oh, I was going to say that's a little weird. Oh no, I lost time because I was confused. Shit, I don't know. I feel cheated.
John?
Oh, it's the answer is Mott. Sorry.
Oh.
I hate Mott. I always
Mr.
skip
Mott.
that barber scene.
That's why you don't win at these games.
I've never
You're always
lost.
skipping
What are you
stuff.
talking about?
You're at 0.
Yeah, it's part of my plan.
Jay, it's your turn.
Haven't been doing good with Enterprise. Starring William Shatner for 200. What is T.J. Hooker? The best show ever.
It is indeed T.J. Hooker.
But it's not the best show ever, I'm sorry to say.
I wouldn't say so either.
Sacrilege.
It was false advertising, so there were no hookers in that show.
Bird of Prey 5.
Yes,
Your turn.
there were.
Were there? I'm gonna have to watch that show then. Thank you.
Let's
Jeez.
do the USS Enterprise for 200.
The first example during TOS of the Enterprise traveling back in time took place in this episode.
Oh man. $200.
Mm-hmm.
400
What
if you get it right.
Oh, it's the one where they did it accidentally. Shit. Pass.
Yeah, I'm not good with TOS.
Trivia Master.
I mean, it was the one where they went to modern day, right, and kidnapped a pilot. So, interesting.
Jay.
What is the naked time?
That's it.
Oh,
The
was it?
naked time? They went back in time?
Yes, they did.
And they restarted the engines at the end of the episode. They traveled back in time. I believe it was 3 days.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
See, that's why I knew tomorrow was yesterday. It was the wrong answer. Glad I didn't say it this time.
Trivia Master.
How is that a $200 question?
Yeah, it was.
It was easy.
I thought it was
I got
easy.
it.
Oh yeah, Book Facts man gets it. I'm sure that definitely counts as easy then. 300.
Email's a word.
From the episode Imaginary Friend. I like to cook all kinds of stuff like yogurt and raisin salad, chocolate chip pancakes, and purple omelets.
Oh man, it sounds. I mean, it's definitely something Troy would say, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of the kids. Oh God. What was her? I hated that kid so much. What was her name though? I pass.
Jay.
Imaginary friend. I like to cook all kinds of stuff. I don't know. Pass.
Bird.
Pass.
It was Clara
God,
Sutter.
damn it, God, I hate that girl so much.
Oh, I hate that episode.
Jay, it's your turn. You got the lead.
Mm, Enterprise.
He was captain of the Enterprise during the ship's major refit, but he took a temporary grade reduction to commander during the V'ger incident.
Who is Decker?
That's correct.
Bird, you got control.
My problem here is that I think I've already answered every possible thing William Shatner has starred in that I know.
Rescue 911.
So maybe. Okay, starring William Shatner for 100. Oh, what is the Twilight Zone?
You got it.
God dang it.
That's
Trivia
what I thought
master.
it would be.
It doesn't even
That,
have my favorite show on there.
that or Star Trek. I mean, Tech War.
Res-
First line for 200.
Ethics. No question about it. She was bluffing, Worf.
What? Oh, that was the poker game. We'll go with who is LaForge?
Good call.
He'd be the one.
Even though he cheats all the time too by looking through cards.
Only
He
at the
wasn't
Not
game.
accusing.
cheating if it's his natural ability.
Jay, 100 or 100?
First line, 100.
Cost of living. Forward tubes armed and ready, Captain.
Troy. Talking about her reproductive system.
Well, it could be Data or Worf. Cost of living.
It's Chekhov. In a very special
Who
episode.
is Worf?
That's correct.
And the last clue goes to you, Birdo Prey 5.
The only episode that features Martok's son.
What is the way of the warrior?
That's correct.
All right. Interesting game here.
I will bet 400.
Will you now?
I will.
Try to contain
Okay.
my surprise.
Yeah. I'll put in the private chat the link to the Cosmo Buzz room.
Hold on. I'm doing something. There we go. All right.
And let's reveal our category for Final Jeopardy.
Detained.
And I see a Mr. President in the back. Welcome, Mr. President. And of course, we have somebody accusing the game of being rigged.
It is. You're denying me my future and my ice cream.
May I ask a question?
No.
Yes.
You-
What season is Detained and what series?
You can't ask that.
Unfortunately, I can't tell you that.
Dang.
You have to bet it all anyway. We've established that as a rule.
All right,
No,
Jay,
we
if you
have
could,
not.
I don't know if you can type in the back this week or not. Jay?
No. That's what I'm
Okay.
thinking.
So I need you to tell me how much you're going to bet, I guess.
400.
400. Why do you have to copy me?
All right, let's reveal our clue.
In the episode Detained, Dean Stockwell guest starred as this Tandaran officer.
Players, you have 30 seconds. Kapla!
Oh, Lord.
I'm pretty certain that's correct. So you better not screw me this week.
Well, find out if you're correct or not.
I'm watching you.
I'm watching you, Master. And Jay, what is your response?
Have no clue.
Okay. All right, see how we did. Trivia Master, you had 400 points going into Final Jeopardy. Your response?
The Tandaran officer in charge of officers on Tandar. That is incorrect, I'm afraid.
What?
Let's see how much you wagered. All of it, of course. Taking it down to 0, unfortunately.
I once again feel cheated.
For Prey 5, you had 2,000 points going into Final Jeopardy. Your response to the clue?
It was GR.
Grr.
I'm afraid not.
And how much was your wager? Almost all of it.
No,
Taking you
that
down.
was 19.97.
No,
I
there were no.
wagered 20 bucks.
No, you did not.
Was he
Taking
or
it down
was he
to
not
3.
a Tandor officer?
But he wasn't actually on the planet Tandor. They were on a different planet.
And was he or was he not in charge of officers?
And Jay, you had the lead at 3,400 points. Your response is you didn't know.
The correct answer is Colonel Grat.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly what I said. Colonel Grat.
And your wager was 400 points, taking you down to 3,000. And that's enough to be the champion.
You obviously don't speak
As
Tandor
always.
because Colonel Grat is actually just officer.
See, that's why I said I don't know, because I thought it was graft.
I knew it.
And we have some chatter in the back about non-canon. I don't know why they're going on about that, because this is not Discovery we're talking about.
Congratulations,
Good
Jay.
point.
Enjoy your lifetime supply of Hidden Valley Ranch. Ice cream supplied by Professor
I'll
Brainy
switch
Specs.
that with Rocky Road, thank you. Dudes, I bought me a good sized blender, and I've been making the best chocolate shakes with vanilla ice cream and Nesquik syrup. Oh, it is so good.
Now you can make shakes that are basically salads also.
Yo, God.
With that in mind, Jay, would you like to return for round 2?
Sure.
Double or nothing to the ice cream. Awesome.
There you go. Well, Jay will be returning to defend his title in round 2. We have 2 other contestants who will be challenging him. But if you want to be in round 3 later, feel free to click on that link at the top of the chat.
You put me in the back, I can't reach my mouse.
No problem.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm seriously far away from it right now.
I defeated you again, Master.
I do not hear the words of librarians.
for about almost the last 2 rounds of questions, I couldn't see anything on the board except y'all weren't even moving. Thankfully, I was watching it on YouTube on my TV so I could see it.
That's weird.
And my phone.
I could see you the whole time, and I'm on stream.
It's my phone, Mr. President. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
You need to get it fixed.
That was so
I
frustrating.
need to get money to buy a new one.
That was so frustrating because I knew most of the answers in that round, and I nearly got joined up in time for that round, but I got a phone call at the last seconds. That's why I missed that round out. So let's hope I do just as well in this round.
Hope so.
Oh, is that who said it was non-canon? Was that you, Mr. President?
Indeed it was. Indeed it was.
I don't know why you're going on about it. It's not Discovery.
I'm afraid every show that has been on TV is considered canon by CBS and Paramount. So that means even boring Discovery is. But thankfully, it's the last season of it.
But you see,
boring is not the adjective I would have used.
But you see, it was
Nausea.
Enterprise that gave them the idea of prequels, so it's partly Discovery's fault.
I thought Detained was the episode where Picard and Beverly are hooked to each other.
No, that's Attached.
Yes.
Attached. Okay.
Who is that in there in the chat calling me a cheater? I don't know. The name just I can't read the name.
About 40%.
No, somebody is telling Janet to be careful of me because I'm a cheater.
No, they are not, Janet.
No.
And Janet, if you'd like to play round 3, we'd love to have you come up.
We would love to have you.
Is anyone who wants to play in round 3, you can click that link that's pinned at the top of the chat.
Yeah.
I thought in the starring of William Shatner, I thought Tick War was going to be one of the answers. We never got the
Me too.
all the episodes in New Zealand, but we got the feature-length movie episodes, but not the series episodes. But what I saw of it, I really enjoyed it.
I'm sorry, you enjoyed what?
Tech War. It was another.
Oh, Tech War.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tech War.
I never could get into that show. I don't know. Something about it. I just could never get into it.
Fair enough.
I loved it. What was it? 2 movies or something, and then it became a series.
There was
Something
about
like that.
4 movies, I thought.
Well, whomever that is, nothing has been confirmed. Thank you. There's somebody else in chat. I can't read their name either. Something about boring and pausing. I don't know.
Is that
going around.
Yeah, it is.
Is that a certain problematic bunny by any chance?
Possibly.
Well, you know what my dad did to bunnies.
He is the master, so you know.
You know what my dad did to bunnies on the farm, don't you?
I have the power.
Oh,
Gave them permanent lead poisoning.
Oh dear.
ouch.
Well, we kind of had to, otherwise the crops would be ruined.
I wonder what master they're talking about. Masters of the Universe?
No,
Doctor
the
Who
master.
Doctor Who master.
I don't know that.
My arch nemesis, the master.
Oh, Doctor Who. Yeah, the only Doctor Who I like is with Petrie or whatever his name is, the 3rd Doctor. I love it.
Well, that's where the master was introduced, was with the 3rd Doctor.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize that. I thought he was in all all the series. That's interesting.
No.
Professor.
No, Roger Delgado originated the character with the Third Doctor.
Oh, I see.
So,
You
are
look
we
like
ready
the
to?
devil with that goatee.
Well, Tokyo should
Yeah.
get up here and play a game. Tell us to get going.
Yeah, Tokyo, good to see you, buddy. Well, I can't see you, but
Hello, Tokyo.
So, are we ready to begin on round 2?
Yep,
Sure.
sounds good.
Let's play Jeopnerdy.
is Thomas there? I hadn't heard from him.
Seventh planets.
Crap.
There it is.
The first line, DS9 season 5,
Mm,
starring Patrick Stewart.
Excellent, excellent category.
A good or bad day to die. You'll be
mm.
identifying the episode.
Oh, crap.
The USS Enterprise, NCC 1701A.
Excellent.
Mm.
Jay, you're the returning champion. You get to go first.
Well, so I can get on the board. The Enterprise A, which I think is a great ship, for 100.
This was the only interior location on the Enterprise A seen in Star Trek IV: The Voyage Home.
What is the bridge?
You got it.
Shoot.
I have to admit, when I read that, I busted out laughing.
Yeah, because that's the only thing.
That's been a running joke the last several weeks.
Because you know the reason why. Everything of the Enterprise A was being torn down and refitted for the next generation.
Nah. No.
Okay.
I don't.
Engine room was redone and everything. Yeah. Because Life is But a Dream movie used TNG hallways, and the what's that last one with them? Undiscovered Country had the Enterprise D engine room instead of the motion picture.
Yes.
Okay. We need
Yeah.
to move on, I think. Winter Thomas.
Okay. Sorry.
Starring Patrick Stewart for 100.
Wow. About blew my ears out.
What is X-Men?
That's correct.
Mr. President, it's your turn.
Starring Patrick Stewart for 200. What is Dune?
That's right.
That's it.
Dune?
Dune.
Dune.
The
Never heard of
1980s
that.
Dune.
Never heard of that. Was that a TV show?
Yeah,
That was
movie.
Oh,
How could you not know Dune?
It's a movie.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
That's as bad as Bird of Prey 5 not knowing sequels or not watching sequels.
yeah, it's about equal, I would say. Jay, it's your turn.
Do. Good Day to Die, 100.
I was right, Dax. It is a good day to die. Tell me the episode.
I was right, Dax. It is a good day to die. What is Blood Oath?
That's right.
Ooh.
And Thomas is calling for the banning of Bird of Prey 5. Again. Winter Thomas, speaking of Thomas, it's your turn.
Starring Patrick Stewart for 300. Pass.
President.
What does Robin Hood mean in tights?
That's correct.
It's
I
a
didn't care for that
Dadgummit.
movie, and I didn't even know he was in that film.
He was the king, and he
Oh,
Kiss-
at the end,
kiss-
very end.
Yeah.
he was the king, and he kissed the bride of.
From now on, the toilets will now be called John's.
Yes.
No,
It's good
no
to be the
wonder I
king.
didn't. No wonder I didn't know. I could never make it to the end. Mr.
There's like
President, it's your turn.
500 Robin Hood movies.
Patrick Stewart for 400, please. Oh. Pass.
Okay.
Maybe called something else. Was it A Christmas Carol?
That's it.
Oh, thought it might be called something else.
All right, Jay, you got that right. You have the lead, and it's your control of the board.
Let's send out that category. What is... God, I hope this is right. What is Moby Dick?
Yes. From hell's heart, he will stab at you if you get this wrong.
Very nice. Lead on. Winner Thomas.
Enterprise A for 200.
Chekhov pretended to be the captain of the Enterprise A to distract Cybok, while the landing party attempted to rescue the hostages on this planet.
What is Nimbus 3?
That's correct.
Mr. President.
Enterprise A for 300.
Whoa. Ooh.
All right, Mr. President, you have
Thank
700 points, and you are 1,100 points behind Jay.
And it was a $300 question.
Correct.
I think I'm going to bid 400, please.
400.
In 2293, the officers' mess on the Enterprise A featured portraits of important historical figures, such as Ambassador Sarek and this U.S. president.
No. Who is Abraham Lincoln?
Nicely done.
I was thinking he is the second most important president. So,
Jay, your control of the
Enterprise
board.
500.
While the Enterprise A was still in Klingon space after the rescue of Kirk and McCoy from Ruapenthe, this deck was instructed to remain at battle stations.
oh, I know this one. I'm surprised this is 500.
Really?
Yeah, I can remember it plain as day. It probably won't get to me though.
What is Deck 5?
That is incorrect.
Thomas.
Had to try.
Pass.
Really?
President.
What is Deck 9?
That's it.
Boy,
It always stuck out at me because it's like, why would you only have Deck 9 remaining at battle stations?
I have no idea, but I sure didn't know that.
Are you sure it was in deck 75?
That was in the previous film.
That was in the dream.
Yes.
Thomas, your turn.
Enterprise A for 400.
After being contacted by a Klingon listening post, Uhura identified the Enterprise A as this small freighter.
What is the Ursula?
It's close enough. I'll give you that one.
And we have a very tight game. Mr. President, you have a slim lead, and it's your turn.
I didn't see that answer. What was it?
Urzva.
Oh, okay.
7 planets for 100, please.
The Telosians compelled Captain Pike to relive his fight with a Kalar warrior which took place on this planet.
I'm gonna guess Rigel 7.
That's correct.
Cool.
Did you phrase it?
Oh, sorry. What is Rigel 7? My
There you
apologies.
go.
Very
you
good.
Okay, your turn.
Oh, I'm not going to be good with these. First line, DS9, Season 5 for 100.
The assignment. You know, Morn, there's nothing more invigorating than breakfast in a bar. Where else can you get raw slug liver first thing in the morning?
I would suspect it's, who is Quark?
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Thomas.
7th planet for 200.
The civilization on this planet had been fighting Vindicar for 500 years when Captain Kirk destroyed the war computers.
Pass.
Mr. President.
It's on the tip of my tongue, but not reliably so. Pass.
Jay.
Frustrating when that happens.
And the car. Don't know.
Mr. President, I didn't see it on the tip of my tongue, so it must not have been there.
It was a Mini R7.
Mini R7.
What was the guy?
I
What
was
was the
gonna
guy
say
that ran it
Anon.
called?
Anon 7, I believe.
Yeah. See, I was confused. I'm like, that can't be the same thing.
Yeah.
Besides, all he did was
yeah,
ever
that-
talked about the other planets. So
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of too. Yeah.
yeah, but I was like, that can't be right. That's a name.
Mr. President, it's your turn.
Was that the Senator Tokyo complaining in the background?
It is.
You'll keep, Senator. You'll keep.
By the way, Senator, I thought this board was the toughest of the three, but Mr. President.
I'm gonna go first line for 200, please.
Ties of blood and water. Now remember, I want him treated like a visiting head of state.
Who was Captain Sisko?
That is incorrect.
Jay.
Who is Kira?
That's right. She was talking about her Cardassian dad.
Right. Jay, you took the lead. You have control of the board.
500 for DS9.
Call to arms. What do you think?
Oh, come on. Call to arms. Trying to remember what that was. What do you think? Call to arms. What do you think? I have no idea. Pass.
Thomas.
Who is Garrick?
Incorrect, I'm afraid.
President.
Pass.
Thomas was close. It was Rom. They were looking at wedding dresses.
Yeah, it was either one of them or the other.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Thomas, it's your board.
A good day to die for 200.
It is a good day to die, Doras, and the day is not yet over.
This is the episode, right?
Yes.
Pass.
President.
What is reunion?
That is incorrect.
Really?
Jay.
Okay. I don't know what it
I don't know.
The sins of the father.
was. Okay.
I thought that was one of the easier clues on this board.
Yeah, I was thinking it was when Wolf, just before Wolf killed him for killing Kayla, but wrong episode.
Mr. President, it's your board.
I saw Thomas's comment. Don't worry, Professor, I didn't take offense.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Or a gate for that matter, just in case you were wondering.
Fair enough. And it's your board, Mr. President.
Oh, sorry. I'm not doing too good, so I'm going to switch categories. Seventh
You're not far from the lead.
Yeah, but I got the last two questions wrong. I'll go for seventh planet for 3, please.
Spock said that he had seen a dragon on this planet, apparently confirming reports of a flying, fire-breathing reptile spotted by a Vulcan planetary survey in the early 22nd century.
Oh. No, pass, sorry.
Jay.
Pass.
Thomas.
Pass.
That was on Berengaria 7.
Was that in TAS?
Nope, he mentioned that in TOS in the this side of paradise,
Oh, okay.
and it got a reference in Enterprise as well.
Mr. President, are you in Star Trek Picard right now? You can barely see you. It's just like a
Oh.
dark.
I was wondering that myself.
The lighting in this room is pretty bad today, sorry. Yes, but very good sing, Thomas. Very good sing.
He forgot to pay his light bill.
How's he on the internet then? Jay, it's your board. You have a 300-point lead.
Dip. A side order of fries.
Oh, thank you.
DS9. 300.
Things passed. If I'd known what I was walking into, I never would have gone.
Pass.
Thomas.
Pass.
Mr. President.
I'm gonna guess who was Major Curie?
That's incorrect. It was Elam Garrick, former Cardassian oppressor.
I shouldn't have guessed, but I was feeling brave. Never mind. Sometimes fortune doesn't favor the bold.
Thomas, you're in control.
DS9 for 400.
Let he who is without sin. So, what do you think about the O'Brien's plan to name their baby Sean?
Pass.
President.
Who is wrong?
That is incorrect.
Oh.
Jay.
I can't afford it. Pass. Was it
I
Bashir?
just,
Odo.
Sounds
Odo.
like an Odo line.
Not me.
Mr. President.
I've torpedoed my game here.
Now you can still pull it out.
Okay.
One
Planets-
clue will get you tied for the lead.
Okay. Planets for 4.
For 5 months, Cassidy Yates made regular cargo runs to the outlying Bajoran colony on this planet.
I don't know. Pass.
Okay.
Pass.
Thomas.
Pass.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who didn't know.
It was Drayon 7.
Okay. I should know that one. But
Okay. Your turn.
Good day to die. 500.
Today would be a very bad day to die. I'll try to remember that.
I don't know. Pass.
Thomas.
Pass.
Mr. President.
do you want the first person in the dialogue or the second one?
I want the name of the episode.
Oh, sorry. Pass.
That was Bolano Torres and Tom Paris in the episode Prophecy.
Okay.
Thomas. Your turn.
7th planet for 500.
The rendezvous between the Enterprise D and the supply ship Biko at this planet was delayed by 48 hours, giving Picard time to practice his flute.
Pass.
President.
No. Pass.
Jay.
El Paso.
Texas.
That was Deinonychus 7.
All right, 2 clues left. 300 or 400, Mr. President.
300, please.
Victory is life. Today is a good day to die.
Who was Wolf? Who was Wolf?
We need the episode name.
Oh, sorry. Jim. What is Jim Hedda?
That's incorrect.
I should have just passed.
Jay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Thomas.
What is to the death?
That is incorrect as well, I'm afraid. This was from By Inferno's Light.
No.
Okay, Jay, you get the last clue.
Today would be a bad day to die, son of Moog.
Today would be a bad day to die. Want the episode?
Mm-hmm.
Pass.
Thomas.
Pass.
Mr. President.
The one I thought it was before. What is reunion?
I'm afraid not. It is not Reunion.
Really?
That was from the episode Soldiers of the Empire.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. Again, I thought it was Duros before Wolf killed him. But no.
Unfortunately, Mr. President, you will be unable to play in Final Jeopardy.
Mm,
You
I
have
was
0
too brave.
points.
Never mind.
Cosmo Buzz for Thomas. And let's reveal our final Jeopnerdy category.
Starship captains.
And Jay, how much are you going to bet? You have a 1,100 point lead on Thomas. Your score is 1,700. Thomas has 600.
Nothing.
And our clue.
After portraying the captain of the USS Saratoga in Star Trek IV, Madge Sinclair went on to play Silva LaForge, who is the captain of this ship that disappeared.
Players, you have 30 seconds. Kapla! All right, Jay, what is your reply?
I have no idea.
I'd be interested to see if what I'm guessing is right.
Good. Thomas, you had 600 points. Your reply.
Since I can't win even if I'm right because Jay bet nothing, why bother?
What do you mean? What do you
I understand what you mean.
mean?
Sorry about that.
And you bet it all, taking it back down to 0. Sorry, Thomas. And Jay had 1,700 points, and we already know what your reply was. What is the correct answer?
The correct response was the USS Hera.
Oh, I would have got it wrong. It wasn't what I was thinking.
And Jay bet nothing, leaving you at 1,700. And again, Jay, you are the returning champion.
Congratulations, Jay.
Thank you.
Well done.
It should have been what is, not who is.
Yeah.
Technically, you can reply in any form of question on the show. So if it's a person, you could still say what is or why is. Or,
It's bad grammar.
It may be bad grammar, but according to their rules, you can do it.
Could you say how is?
Yep.
I'm not disputing.
As long as it's in a form of a question.
Sorry, Professor, I didn't mean to imply I was disputing it. It was a separate statement that it was bad grammar. Not that.
Master, that is true. He's saying it's not true in the back chat. Because there was a recent complaint by viewers about a player that was doing that very thing on the show and was being awarded the correct answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you need a player for round 3, not if you've already got enough players, but if you need another player, I'm happy to try and redeem myself in round 3. But if you've already got enough, that's fine too.
Well, I want to ask Jay, do you want to return for round 3 since you are our winner again?
I'll try it. Sure.
In that case, we have 2 people backstage, but we could do a 4-player game if everybody wants to.
I'll see what the verdict is.
Come on. I'd say go ahead and bring Miss President along.
I believe the senator is saying he would not play a 4-player game.
Oh, I don't want to deprive Tokyo. I'll step out. Now, how do you make yourself backstage again?
I can put you backstage, Mr. President.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
I'll
Thank
play
you.
4-player, 5-player, 10-player, whatever you want.
Uh-huh.
Welcome, Tokyo, and welcome back, Trivia Master.
I'm getting my ice cream this round.
Hey, Tokyo.
Mm-hmm. Tokyo's dead. I'm a changeling.
Oh, don't start that. You don't know.
Stuffed
You
him in
may
a
be.
closet. I stuffed him in a closet and then left my pot in a light fixture.
I don't know. I liked that episode. It was good.
I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I had some issues with it. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad. It was all right.
It was
Come
the
on,
geekiest
guys.
poop joke I've ever heard in my life. I loved it.
TNG cast. How can we not get anything better? Come on now.
I said it was the
What?
geekiest poop
Oh.
joke I'd ever heard in my life. I loved it.
What? What are you talking about? I wasn't
The-
listening.
The pot was a poop joke.
Mm-hmm.
So we're ready to begin on round 3.
Oh,
Sure.
I've been ready since round 1. I knew this was going to be the easy round.
Jay, I have 2 words for you.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready?
Uh-oh.
I'm watching
Sub
the chat.
Rosa.
Oh my god, that was an
Sub Rosa?
awesome episode.
That was
Oh, fuck.
TNG.
Oh, frack. No.
So that explains everything. Jack, it really isn't the son of Picard. It's the son of the sex candle.
Heck yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I'm just saying there are episodes of TNG that were not good.
No, this is true.
That episode was genius. How can you say that was not a good episode?
Oh, come on,
It's
dude.
inspired by Ghostbusters.
Flush that down the waste extraction.
Oh my, you guys just don't know art when you see it.
The heck I don't.
Or,
48 minutes of that one scene in Ghostbusters.
or Jay, how about this one? Code of Honor.
Oh my god, another
Code of
bastard.
Honor. Which one is
Matthew's
that?
favorite.
Oh, that was the racist episode from season
Oh, I
1.
love that episode.
Oh,
Except that it is a racist episode, but I like the overall episode. I like the dude that was kidnapped
oh my
Troy.
God. Oh my
Uh,
God.
I'm sorry, but I like that was one of
Like
my
the dude
favorite
that kidnapped
episodes when it first came out.
You
I
and
liked it.
Matthew, I don't know about you two.
I'm not a racist. I just think that the plot and everything was good.
I think we should start the game.
No
Well,
action.
if they had switched it to some other species, it would be great, wonderful for you. But if you just forget about that, they're making it into a black thing. It's a great episode.
Brad Wolf would like to play the Naked Now card. And
Look, there was a lot of racism in TNG, considering every single really advanced peaceful planet was.
Well,
pretty
we
much
don't
white.
know if that's how Gene Roddenberry thought or not. We don't know.
Brad Wolf,
He just
I
thought it
admit.
was a good episode.
I admit The Naked Now was not a good episode, but I don't mind it. Code of
Oh,
Honor
The
was
Naked Now
horrible.
was a good
Sub Rosa
episode.
was beyond horrible.
Sub
Why
Rosa
do all the
was
bad episodes of TNG involve
a
sex?
triumph of
Especially the Naked Now,
I'm telling you.
where we discovered Data was fully functional, programmed in multiple
Lord.
techniques.
found out candles are fully functional too.
That's right.
Apparently.
Trek Reviewer, I'll give you that one. Up the Long Ladder was bad as well.
Yeah,
All
that
right.
wasn't a good one.
Are we going?
Oh,
Shall we play?
God, that's a good one.
Let me know when you're ready.
Let's
'cause I'm
play,
doing
'cause that's what
something.
We should ask
Yeah,
Matthew if
let's
he
go.
likes that one. Let's play Jeopnerdy.
Man,
Delay of game. 10-yard penalty.
Seven roles. In this category, you're going to be getting a list of 7 characters, all played by the same actor. You
First
tell us who
line's
the
Voyager, season 5.
So we get to name the actor.
John, I'm
Yes.
sorry you got cut off on your.
Crap.
Oh, okay. Name the actor here. Thank you.
Name the actor, yes. And Cinnabon already told us what the second category is going to be.
1,000 points. Thank you.
Because it can't be Enterprise season 5.
That's a good point.
True.
Yeah.
Voiced by James Doohan.
Oh, all TOS.
Everybody in the
Oh.
animated series.
You mean
Yeah.
character?
Yes, character is voiced by James Doohan. Tuvok reminds you, you're going to tell us the episode.
By the way, I
May I
love this
remind you?
category.
May I remind you?
Every single clue I read in Tuvok's voice.
That's going to be hilarious.
And the USS Enterprise, NCC 1701B.
Not much of
Tuesday.
it left. Tuesday,
Mm.
the entire category.
What is Tuesday?
What is Kirk is dead?
What is get that camera out of my face?
Jay is returning champion. You get to go first again.
500 for Enterprise B.
The Enterprise B was christened with a bottle of Dom Perignon with the vintage of this year.
Oh, crap.
Who reads the credits?
I sure don't. Always fast forward that. Pass.
Trivia Master.
I know it, but I don't want to seem too smart, so I'm going to go ahead and pass.
Right. Okay. Tokyo.
Who doesn't know?
I'm not going to venture a guess. I have like 3 years in mind it could be, but no, I'm not going to do it.
It's 2265.
Exactly.
Why wasn't it a bottle of Chateau Picard?
Nobody
It
likes
wasn't a
Picard.
novel.
We've learned that in Picard.
I seem to remember reading the novel, and I think it was Chateau Picard, the novel. They changed a lot.
Member berries, fan fiction,
Yeah.
BS. Oh my god.
Trivia Master. It's your turn.
Oh, is it? Awesome. We
It
will go
is.
with want to know what the Tuvok one is, so we'll go with Tuvok thing for 300.
It'll be interesting, John, how you read these. I want to hear you read these.
Need I remind you, Ensign, that there is no environment less hospitable to humanoid life than a Class Y?
Well, what is demon?
That's correct.
And I believe that was need I remind you, so that's an extra 500 points.
Tokyo. Your turn.
7 rule. I'm going against my better judgment. 7 rules for 3.
Yeah, you have Captain Chorus, Goldenar, Telek Ramor, Seskal, 2 of 9, Korath, and Admiral Forrest.
Who is Vaughn Armstrong?
That's correct.
Nicely done. Jay, you're up.
Enterprise B for 100.
According to Kirk, it wouldn't be the Enterprise without one of these people at the helm.
Oh, BS.
What is this? Sulu.
That's right.
Such nonsense. It'd be better if there wasn't a Sulu at the helm. Just
Trivia
saying.
Master. You're being silly, and it's your turn.
No, I'm being truthful. Nothing good comes out of a Sulu.
She runs red lights all the time.
It sounds bad.
I don't say that very often, but Master, you're being silly.
All right,
Better than Crash LaForge.
let's go with. I want to know Daily Double Voyager for 300. Lions.
Counterpoint. The divorce ships are assuming a tactical formation.
There can only be a few of them. I am going to go with. Wait, because Chewbacca was in the transporter, so it would have to be. Oh man, I will pass.
Tokyo.
Good episode. Don't remember. Pass.
Jay.
I think it was Paris. Oops. Oh well.
Who's Kim?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid.
Chakotay.
Yeah, it was Chakotay because, as I said, Tuvok was in the transporter.
Chuckles. Nobody likes Chuckles.
Chocolate.
Wow. Tokyo Trekker, it's your turn.
Enterprise B for 4.
The deflector control room on the Enterprise B was located in Section 21 Alpha of this deck.
I will admit, or I will note, it should not have been. It should have been a lot higher than this. What is 15?
That's correct.
How
Doesn't
dare
make-
you?
Doesn't make sense for that model of starship, especially since it's larger than the Constitution. That was 32 decks.
Excelsior class, I hate anyway, so I don't care. Jay, it's your
no.
turn.
Changes too much. It's like a bird of prey. Changes scale every time.
300 for Enterprise B.
Before receiving a distress call, the Enterprise B's planned course would have taken the ship past this location before returning to space dock.
What is Pluto?
That's right.
Which is a planet.
Oid. Well, it'll be a planet again in like, what, 50, 60 years?
Will it?
Yeah, it's not a planet anymore because it's outside of the...
That's not why they're not calling it a planet.
It'll be a planet when what's his name dies.
Trivia Master, it's your turn.
I'm not going to say who I was thinking.
I mean, I don't watch the animated series, so I can't go with the voiced by stuff. That's ridiculous. So we're gonna have to go with an easy. Oh no, you know what? We should put blocking points, I guess. Yeah, we can't let people have thousands. So we'll go with first. No. All right, we'll go. Tuvok reminds you for 500.
John, we should put a time limit on picking a clue.
I think
Hey,
you're right.
I'm trying to be strategic.
All right, Tuvok reminds for 5.
I must remind you that with the comm system down, we will have no effective means of alerting the rest of the crew to a potentially lethal particle shower.
What is? Oh my god, it was a dumb named one because it was one where the ship kept reconfiguring. What is? It was a dumb name. What is Petrusian or Petrusian or something?
That is incorrect.
Twisted.
Tokyo.
Fuck.
I don't trust the after guess, so pass.
Jay.
Pass.
The after guess was actually correct.
Knew it was one of the two.
Dang.
Tokyo Trekker, you've got a 900-point lead and control the board.
Let's destroy the Enterprise.
Wow. Okay. Destroying the Enterprise.
The photon torpedoes, the tractor beam, and this wouldn't arrive until Tuesday.
What is the medical staff?
You got it.
The medical staff doesn't arrive till Tuesday. With the detail, no.
Jay, it's your turn.
Voiced by James Doohan, 400. What is? Oh, what is that thing called?
Car. Oh shit.
What is the Guardian Forever of Forever?
Indeed.
I believe his name is Carl. Let's get it right, please.
You mean it's not the Stargate?
times anus.
Sorry. Trivia Master.
Gross. We'll go with first line. No. Yeah,
Whose
first
line
line
is
for
it?
500.
First line for 5.
Yes.
Relativity. You're late.
Wait. Jamie says you're come here often. Paris. No. Shit. Never mind.
Tokyo.
Thank you. Was it No, it couldn't have been Braxton. It wasn't Duquesne, was it? So I have 5. Who was Duquesne?
That is incorrect.
So I thought.
Jay.
Pass.
That was Admiral Patterson.
Yeah, you're late.
Ah, son of a.
Katie. I mean, Kathy, Katie, one of the two.
Tokyo. Your
7
turn.
rolls. Let's do a block. 7 rolls for 5.
Mirok, train engineer. Enterprise B communications officer. Viorsa. Kira Taban. Toss, the Vulcan diplomat, and a Spherevelder test subject.
Good clue. I know exactly who I'm looking at. I don't remember the actor's name. I'm scared Jay's gonna get it. I'm gonna pass it though.
No, he's
Hopefully Jay
not.
passes.
Jay.
Pass.
Trivia Master.
Got a mustache. When he's the train guy.
I'm not good this
He's
week.
just trying to help. Don't wear her down.
That was Thomas Kopachi.
Block successful.
I don't know about that. Nobody got it.
That's why.
Jay, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try it. Voiced by James Doohan for 500.
There's a block.
Super Spock.
I don't know him. Pass.
Trivia Master.
I'm guessing it's not Super Spock. I'm gonna have to pass unless.
Tokyo.
Yeah.
Nope.
That was Xerius from the episode The Time Trap.
Of course it was.
Sure it was. Yeah,
That was
yeah.
my
Indeed it
favorite
was.
episode. I will
It
go.
is, or it is not your favorite episode. I didn't quite hear you.
Huh?
It is, or it is not
It
your
is.
favorite.
That was my favorite episode.
Why didn't you get it?
Because I didn't want to look too smart and make everyone sad that they didn't get it.
Yeah, that's not what
I'm charitable like
champion.
that.
It's not what a champion does. Trivia Master, sure.
Oh, I was gonna pick before. Now I forgot. So give me a minute. I'll have to go with Tuvok for 400.
Need I remind you that I am married?
Oh man. Oh, it was what is we'll go with what is shit, what was the one where Paris was gonna make him the white hologram thing? Damn it. What was that episode? What was it called? What was the main plot of that episode?
Remember the main plot of that episode because that was the B plot. Definitely would get it. I have a feeling Jay's going to pick this up. Crap, this is not a good block. Pass.
Jay.
Pass.
Sweet.
That was from the episode Gravity.
Yeah.
What was the A plot of that episode?
Mr. President, you are quite correct, sir.
Even though it's not the one I'm thinking of.
That's
but
when
yeah, exactly.
Tuvok, Paris, and the Doctor were trapped on this planet where time was traveling faster than
Yeah,
outside.
I did not like that episode.
Of course you didn't. Tokyo, it's your turn.
Yeah. 7 rolls for 4.
Chorus scholar / artist, Akel, Rokel, Solarin Prin, Kier, Trena L, and Degra.
Who's Randy Oglesby?
You got it.
Yeah.
I don't know side character actors' names. It's not fair.
This is your category, son.
It was,
Nicely done,
no,
Tokyo.
If it wasn't for Degra, I wouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dagger was the best clue in there. Jay, your turn.
James doing for 300. Pass.
Trivia Master.
Can I just say what the species is?
The name of this character.
I'm gonna guess it's not Catman.
Catman.
Tokyo.
So Kazenti will not work. All right, pass.
Yes, it was Chuff the Captain.
Oh, the Chuff. That's right, Chuffa.
Chuffers.
Chuffers the captain.
With Chuffy.
I'm fixing to chuff.
Trivia Master, it's your turn.
That was another one of my favorites.
Of course,
We're gonna go with first line this time for 400. Oh, this might be a mistake.
Bliss.
No.
Surprised? What's wrong? Can't figure out why I'm still not running, huh?
But, it was the alien guy. What? You can't trick me. What's his name? Oh no. Surprise! What's wrong? You're not gonna eat me today, Nebula guy. Oh shit.
Tokyo.
I don't remember his name either. Jay probably does though, so we're screwed. Let's see if he does. Pass.
Jay.
Pass.
Wow.
His name
I
was
told you, this is not my week.
Yeah, that's right. Of course. The tie.
Which means hard in Japanese for some reason. Wow.
Tokyo, it's your turn.
Yeah, 7 rolls for 2.
Saratoga Captain, Martok, Roy Ritterhouse, Laz, Herosian Fighter, Kolos, Klingon Bird of Prey Captain.
Who is J.G. Hertzler?
That's correct.
It's like the only one I would.
Bingo. Front
If
row.
you don't get any of them wrong, you're going to be in the lead for Final Jeopardy. You better not bet everything,
Jay, it's your turn.
100%.
because you can win this, dude. Uh,
We'll see what the category is.
7 rules.
Tiron, Brunt, Wayoon,
Oh,
Kevin
man.
Mulcahy, Pank, Shran, Krem.
He also built the Enterprise.
Indeed.
I was thinking that myself.
And was the first captain of the Enterprise.
Now you're pushing it.
Yes.
It was
Should have
Jeffrey
been.
Combs.
That's him.
How it took you that long? How it took you that long to figure it out, Jay? I'm sorry, buddy,
I
but
couldn't
trying
think
to
of his
figure out
last name.
who designed the Enterprise. I understand.
Master,
Oh man.
your turn.
I'm in trouble with all of them today, so we're gonna go with Tuvok for 200. Daily double. Come on.
May I remind you, madam, this rickety barge and its half-witted crew are your only help at the moment.
I love that line, by the way.
It's a Q episode.
I do too.
What is Q in the Gray?
That's correct.
I was gonna say, there's no way you could get that wrong.
I always forget what that episode's called. Usually, though.
Tokyo.
What is the Civil War?
I'm staying away from that last high value one because that is definitely the Daily Double.
Heck yeah.
So I'm going to go with Voyager for 2.
Someone to watch over me. So Harry throws it in gear, floors the gas, and backs us right through a burrito stand.
Oh, come on.
Who's
Come on
Paris?
now.
That's correct.
It was obviously Janeway.
Yeah, who could
They hung out
else be?
together so often that
Jay.
Jay wants Doohan for 400.
Voyager season 5 for 100.
He's going to force us into the Daily Double.
Night.
Son of a bitch.
Citizens of Earth, your destiny is in my hands.
Who is
Oh,
Chaotica?
That's correct.
He'd be the one. Master.
Tuvok.
Captain, I must remind you that the Ferengi are not members of the Federation. They are not bound by the Prime Directive.
Oh God, what is that episode called? Oh, what is False Prophets?
That's it.
Tokyo,
Yeah.
2 or 400?
Voided.
Let's see how masochistic you are about the placement of that Daily Double. I have a feeling it's about to be the one I'm going to pick. If it is,
Don't do 400.
200, because I think that's where the Daily Double is. Who is Robert April?
That's correct.
Oh man,
The canon, Robert April.
It's the wrong
Indeed.
color.
Yeah, as much as I like the actor and the character in Strange New Worlds, because I watched Bel Air, the show was awesome. That is still the canon, Robert April.
right. All right, Jay, you get the final clue. And of course,
Back in relax.
it is the Daily Double. You have 1,100 points, Jay. You are
I can't
2,200.
stand every last one of you.
I bet 1,100.
You can bet as little as
Uh,
5 points.
5,000 points.
I bet you I don't know it, and if I do, I'm gonna kick myself. Well, I've won 2 games, right?
1,100.
You have
1,100.
Heck yeah.
gonna go for it. True Daily Double, 1,100.
Toss me the damn phaser.
That's Scooter, Scotty's twin.
Is that Lieutenant Kyle? Who is Lieutenant Kyle?
No, he's not Asian.
Excellent choice.
What?
Oh,
Dang.
What?
Nicely done.
holy sheep dip!
I protest. That guy is not Asian.
Woo!
That is true. He is not Asian.
Angers me.
Very, very true.
Dang.
Better not do all your points, because I guarantee you I will not know this. I have not known any of the Final Jeopardies.
700.
I'm rooting for you, Tokyo.
Oh no.
You
No.
might
Okay.
know. We don't even know the category yet.
I placed the link in the back for Cosmo Buzz for Trivia Master in Tokyo.
I know. Hold on.
I see. I'm guessing that's Tokyo.
Working on it.
Oh, that Daily Double deserves a good cigarette.
While we're waiting, let's reveal our final Jeopnerdy category.
That would be Worf.
That could be any dang thing.
Yeah.
So waiting
Don't do it,
on.
Tokyo.
There he is.
Don't do
They.
it. Don't do it. I'm gonna tell you how much I'm on bet. 200.
700.
So don't do it all. You can win. I just bet 200.
All right, I put my bet in.
Betting it all is the way of
No
the
duh.
champion's path, and the only way to true glory and nirvana.
All right.
Chico said that.
Let's reveal our clue.
What's the category? Oh, Worf.
After observing this person's behavior, Worf told him, "There is no honor in attacking the weak."
Players, you have 30 seconds. Kapla!
This person's behavior. No clothing. There's no. What's.
You want who Worf told him? Told the
Yes.
person.
Who
Yes.
it is?
No, we want the person who they were bullying.
All right, Jay, what's your response?
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm trying to think of his son's
no,
name. It's not Christopher. It's
Time's
You gotta tell
up.
me now.
what
You
is
gotta- you gotta-
Alexander?
No fair. That was clearly way beyond the buzzer.
I would tend to agree, wouldn't you, John?
Yes, unfortunately, that was a little bit too late.
Sorry, I was having trouble thinking of his son's name.
Sweet. Freaking awesome.
Trivia Master, you had 700 points. Your response.
Alexander, and that is correct.
And
fair.
of course, you bet it all, taking up to 1,400 points. See if that'll be enough for you.
Hope
Jay, you had 2,200 points. And your response? A little late in getting your response in, so sorry we couldn't take that. And you bet 200.
He threw the game.
2,000 points.
Congratulations, Tokyo.
Tokyo, you were in the lead with 3,300 points. Your response.
Alexander, very good.
And how much did you bet? 1 point.
Good.
Give me 3,301 points, and you are the champion, Tokyo.
See?
You did that on
You
purpose.
won.
You waited until I had
Congratulations.
no points to give an easy question for Final Jeopardy. I'm very disappointed in you.
Well, he gave him a point.
Very disappointed.
Better than what I did the other 2 rounds. 0.
I protest.
You always do.
Jay threw the
I'll take
game.
this all the way to the
Hey.
Federation Council.
And Master, you are defeated again.
Nah,
But maybe you can soothe your loss with
He
some ranch
cannot
ice cream.
have the role as champion anymore.
it's all right. I already have it for eternity. It's been put in the Guinness Book of World Records twice. I have the Guinness Book of World Records for having the most championship entries in the world records.
Right.
Master,
Amazing.
we have that book in the library, and
No,
you
you
are
don't.
not in it.
I'm pretty sure I
I'm
am.
afraid. I know you are not.
I think I am. Stop trying to lie.
I know you are not.
I think it's just racism. You don't want an Asian to have multiple entries in the Guinness Book. I understand.
Nicely done, Tokyo.
Yes.
It's a good game.
Indeed.
Great game.
I congratulate you, but that would be wrong of, of a champion to congratulate
that's
somebody.
Congratulations, Tokyo.
Nope, you cannot congratulate Tokyo. It was a stolen
Yes, I
victory.
can, and I just did.
Stolen
It's not like you.
victory.
It's not like you went to bed and then woke up suddenly, and all of a sudden you had your points
There you go.
just barely
Stolen victory.
enough to win taken from you.
Manufactured victory. Everyone's against me because you're against the
Oh,
Empire.
you poor,
Yeah,
poor,
you're just-
poor boy.
You're just deluded, Bunny. Here's some more carrots.
Next week you could win all three. You never know.
Clearly, just pulling the equivalent of dropping a nuclear bomb on me again.
This was a very hard
So-
week of Jeopnerdy.
Why are
I'd
you saying
agree.
that,
And I
James?
thought the toughest board was the second one.
Not
Why you-
saying that it wasn't fun, John. It was just a very good, tough game. Well,
It was.
kudos to you, my friend.
I would have had a
Thank you.
huge score in the second round if I played that one.
Uh-huh.
That's
Lord,
right.
that was a good one.
Sure, you would have mastered.
How difficult was it to make the category for the Enterprise B, considering there was only 20 minutes of screen time
Yeah.
involving their ship ever in Star Trek?
Was it that long? 20 minutes?
That's about.
Roughly.
Yes, I had to kind of
Wow.
stretch that one.
Wow.
And I'm glad that none of the correct responses was what is Tuesday.
Yes, I knew everybody
Yeah,
would expect
I was
that, so
I was
had to
waiting for that.
temper
I
expectations.
figured it would be the 100, but you
Yeah.
worked it so it wasn't. Nicely
Yeah.
done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good.
Well, he had to put in Tuesday somewhere, so I'm glad it was a
Well,
kind of a
yeah.
question.
Now, I'm curious, Professor, because you started talking about it, but then the game interrupted. You said that the reason.
How dare the game?
No. Listen,
The game interrupted. Yeah. Shame on the game. Shame.
anyway, you were talking
What about the
about
Daily Double? I did not think that was Kyle, but something just said, I'll just say Kyle.
They wanted to bully me with that.
Anyway,
Well, he did have a, didn't he have a mustache
God,
and
this
a
keeps
tiny
cutting off.
goatee? Didn't he have a mustache and a little goatee in Star Trek 2?
Yes, but Mr. President, you were saying?
yes.
Actually,
Arrow-
I'm sorry.
Sandler, whatever your name is. Yeah, thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Sam Blur.
Professor, you were saying why Pluto is no longer counted as a planet. I can't remember why it was ruled out. So please enlighten
It's the main reason is they started to find objects similar to Pluto out in that part of the solar system. A lot of them. And
Sorry.
go ahead.
No, I was going to. Never mind.
So why?
So they reclassified Pluto along with these other objects as minor planets
Okay. Why not just include all of them as
or
planets?
dwarf planets. I guess that's the correct term, dwarf planets.
Okay, but it's bigger than an asteroid, or no?
Well, what's interesting is when they did that, the largest asteroid in between Mars and Jupiter was reclassified as a dwarf planet.
It's BS. Neil deGrasse Tyson just wanted to actually have his name being contributing to actual science somewhere, so they just threw him a bone.
That's a bit high.
A piece of Never mind.
Erevik, no, Pluto's actually not part of the Oort cloud. The Oort cloud is further out than that.
Much further out.
It's in the part of the solar system called the Kuiper belt.
Where all the comets come from.
I believe it's called
the Oort cloud is where the comets come from originally. Anyway,
I thought it was the Kuiper belt.
No.
So is it
There are
mainly-
some comets there, but they got pushed in further from the Oort cloud.
So is it mainly a size thing, or is there another attribute that goes along with like
They came up with three definitions or three parts of the definition of what a planet is.
Yeah.
And one of them, I think none of the planets qualify for, and that is that it has to clear its orbit. of other objects. Even Jupiter has things in its orbit along with it.
Yeah.
So I think it's a terrible definition. It doesn't make any sense.
I'll be
Okay. What are the other two?
Bison seems special.
The other two, one of them is it has to be spheroid in shape, and the third one, I think it has to be in the ecliptic. I'd have to check the third one.
Sorry, I missed the third one.
I would have to check on it. I think it has to be in the plane of the solar system or the ecliptic.
Okay.
Which Pluto is. It kind of it's at an angle. It's at a significant angle. No, that planet is in the plane of the solar system.
I wouldn't talk about the planet.
Of course.
And Professor, I took your advice and I started to watch Picard, and I think I'm only one episode behind. So of the episodes I've seen, I really liked it. So I'm glad I took your advice and gave it a chance.
It's a good show. People need to calm down.
Now you've seen 2 or 3 episodes, Mr. President.
Now, has everyone here seen them all? Because I'm going to describe the last thing I saw, because I can't remember which episode
I'm caught
it was
up.
in.
Can't speak to everybody else, but I'm caught up.
Okay,
I'm caught up as well.
Yeah, I've seen them all.
And Jay and Bunny, have you seen them all?
What?
Yes, I've seen them all.
I've only seen episode 1.
Okay.
I'm
so
kidding.
Oh, you're just kidding?
I've seen
Okay.
them all.
So the last thing I saw is when the Titan fired all its weapons, and then the portal device was used to bring. Hey, Mercer.
Hey,
Hello.
I missed the game. I'm sorry. I had a guest over, so I couldn't join in.
No problem, Mercer.
I
We're just
watched
glad
the-
you're here now.
Yeah, thanks. What are you guys talking about? I heard episode 1 or something.
We're talking about Picard,
Definitely
season
saying
3.
something.
Nice.
So I'm one episode behind. I think the last episode I saw was the third one, and the last thing I saw was the Titan fired all its weapons, but the enemy ship used its portal device to redirect the Titan's own weapons onto its stern.
Okay.
So
So you have to see 4 yet.
So that's episode
Is
3.
4 is episode 4 out for you?
Yeah, I saw 4.
No, I think I've got to wait a week. So,
I'm sorry you have to wait.
So
It officially comes out here a day after, but I can see
Okay.
it through unofficial means, like maybe a half hour after it premieres.
Okay. Maybe it is out for me, but I haven't
You'll
had time.
you'll like this last episode. It's really good.
Okay.
I thought it was okay.
I put it in the
was
best
all
of Star
right.
Trek. I put it in the best of Star Trek.
I can't put it there because some of the things aren't logical in it. And I'm sorry, Mr. President. Go ahead.
It's all right. I really liked Worf's portrayal in the series. It put to ease all the concerns I had about him being a pacifist. Yes, he's
Work is awesome. Yeah.
yes, he's being a bit more considered as he's got older, but he's by no means a pacifist. So I'm really relieved on that. And I see what you mean, Professor, about the first introduction leaves you in no doubt about that status. So I really liked that. I thought it was a bit disappointing that Picard and Riker got into such an argument because Picard said he would be his first officer. Now, typically, even if a first officer disagrees, they typically don't hear that in front of the crew.
Well, not to spoil anything, Mr. President, but put a pin in that until you watch episode 4.
Okay.
Yeah, Riker kills him next episode. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
you're gonna
rips
see
off
a
his
lot of-
robotic
you're gonna
head.
see a
It's
lot of
weird.
beheadings. You're gonna
It's
see
actually,
like a
yes, the
naked
actual last
beheading.
episode, Picard dies.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, before he dies, his head eats Riker. So
yeah, like a gelatinous cube. You know what I was thinking about? Like,
I'm just ignoring all that.
I'd say Troy
You
is
should.
gonna die.
So I was thinking about like the Mandalorian episode, and it reminds me of like Deep Space Nine, the episode where they go after the Sword of Kahless, and they're in the cave and they're arguing about how it should be used. Do you remember that? That's what these new Mandalorian episodes are like, where they're talking about the dark saber and the two different kinds of Mandalorians. Very much like the Sword of Kahless stuff. Even like the sets, you know. I don't know if you guys watched Mandalorian.
I don't watch Mandalorian.
You guys see the last episode where they go into those caves?
I haven't seen it.
Okay. Sorry
Sorry,
to go off on a
Yeah,
tangent.
sure, I don't want you to either.
I've got a trivia question for all of you guys.
Yep.
Actually, this is more or less directed at John and Mercer, because I think you guys might know this, but everybody else can jump in if you think you know the answer. What was Todd Stashwick's premiere episode in Star Trek?
Todd who?
Stashwick, Captain Shaw. What was his premiere episode in Star Trek?
Oh, I know that.
If it wasn't in Picard, I have no idea.
He was. I did see.
I know.
Sin, what was it, buddy?
He was the Romulan pretending to be a Vulcan in Enterprise.
Yes, he was. He was the Romulan that failed.
Mm.
Kirshara.
I didn't know that was
failed. He must be blamed for your incompetence.
Well,
I
you
didn't
know,
know it was him either. until I saw
Really?
his interview.
Robert
Yeah, I didn't know it was him either.
Really?
Who played the
Yeah.
Vulcan?
I like that episode.
I loved it.
Robert Foxworthy, who played, I think his name was, who played the main Vulcan. You know, the guy that hated the
Velas,
guy,
yeah.
the bad guy, and he was also the bad guy in Homefront. He also played the voice of Ratchet in the Transformers movie.
I think he was another good guy in Star Trek somewhere, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, the people that have been the most critical of all of Picard has been what is that channel?
Doomcock.
God, what is
Salty Trucker.
Red something media?
Red Letter
Like
Media.
Red Letter Media or something?
Yeah,
Red Letter Media.
they and I agreed with them about season 1 and 2, but they have seen, they're up to date, and they did a video of
Yeah, I haven't watched it
episode
yet,
2,
no.
3, and 4, and
Yeah, I
they
haven't watched it.
said that it was good. They liked the dialogue, the characters, everything about it. There was some things they didn't like about, which they talked about, but they are still they're holding fast because they think it's going to be bad near
My
the
problem
end.
is
So,
Picard
but
is
I
too
don't
old.
think so. This Terry
Patrick Stewart is too
Metalis
old.
really knows his stuff.
Oh yeah, he
He
does.
does.
But Patrick Stewart is too old. Like anytime they're not on the bridge, they're in like a bar set. Like all the flashbacks are in a bar. And it's almost like they got Patrick Stewart. They got to drag him down to this bar set to deliver a few lines, and they got to drag him to the bridge because like he's way too old now. Like he just sounds too old. All of his
Well, he
scenes
sits
pretty
down in every scene because of
Yeah.
his age and his health.
He just sounds too old, and I feel so bad that he's got to carry this show. That's why Riker is basically carrying the show now. Like it's
The
almost
one
not
scene
Riker.
that I know he didn't sit in, the scene was when he confronted Crusher, but he was leaning on the bio bed.
Yeah.
It's just I feel so bad for him, dude. I'm not trying to.
I
be
do
disrespectful.
too,
I don't.
but they shouldn't get on him for sitting down all the time. But he's a very old actor. His health may not be as good. Maybe he has
Oh,
something
that's the
wrong with
point.
his legs, like me, and
I
because I can't stand. I cannot stand. I have
I
to
watched-
sit down.
I watched Relics the
Neither
other
can
day. I
I
watched
don't.
the
It doesn't.
Hang on, Mr.
Sorry.
President, hang on. Mercer, I think you
I
were
don't want
next.
to interrupt, but I just wanted to mention I watched Relics the other day, and the conversation he had with Scotty in the holodeck. Picard was so full of energy, even though he was over 50. He's like probably almost 60 years old. He just felt like Picard. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Anyway, sorry.
Sorry.
Picard's
Sorry,
90 something
Mason.
in this show, so I don't personally see a problem with his age.
Mr. President?
I think Picard
Well,
was in his
hang on,
50s.
Jay.
Which
Jay,
president
hang
trying
on,
to talk?
Jay. Mr. President?
I don't actually mind his age at all because it feeds into his character now. His character's elderly as well, but he can still be wise and contribute without being, the most young, vigorous person there. I really liked it when Riker and Picard actually joked about their age. Something that his wrist and Picard's wrist and Riker's knees were killing him, so as long as they don't need to move or shoot, that'd be fine. I thought that was. I loved that line. It was funny. And it was
Too many people wanted
That was
the
good.
characters to be exactly like they were in TNG, which would make zero sense. It would be one-dimensional characters. I mean, now that they're actually showing that they're aging.
But here's the thing. Here's
Master?
the thing, though. Here's my counter argument to that. I agree with you, but here's my counter argument.
For once, I agree with you, Master.
Right, but here's the thing. I do agree with you in principle, but in my opinion, when you bring a legacy character back, I feel that, like, although they should have the growth and the aging should be part of it, I always felt that, like, when you bring in any old character back, you should keep probably one of their most iconic things should be there. Like, and for me, the most iconic thing about Picard as a character was his ability to speak. Like, you could have a scene in Next Generation where it's just him and one other person in his office, and the scene would be awesome, because he has such a great voice, great timbre, able to deliver lines of dialogue with commanding presence. And that's the most essential part of his entire character over everything else for me. And that's the part that is lacking the most. And I understand it's because of his age, but that's what I'm saying is that when you bring somebody back, any character, you find their most iconic aspect, and that's what you should keep. And
After this, I'm almost done here. I only play one game.
He'd be good, but I mean, he's just not capable. I mean, the actor's not even capable of doing it anymore. So I think they're doing the best they can with them.
I think they're treating the character of Picard 10,000 times better than they did in season 1.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Five,
I agree.
and bring that down to 5,000 times better than season 2. But I think they also they tried because they gave the keys to Terry for season 2 after most of it was already done in pre-production, so there wasn't much he could do with it. So we got the suck fest that was season 2.
Well, yeah, they also made the mistake of doing it in COVID where nobody could film together, so it just made zero sense. They should have just canceled the season and did it afterwards when they could actually do a show in space.
Yeah,
because it's Star Trek, not Earth Trek.
Right. Exactly. Consider that too. But and he did the best he could, and now we've got what we've got right now. So.
I mean, I think the show is pretty good, but I mean, but Terry Matalas also, because he knows the show so well, is kind of throwing in some things that don't really make sense, like the Changeling bucket.
I think that was
for some reason there's a picture of Guinan and Picard in the Nexus the bar, so there would be no reason that they would have that. I mean, there's some things that he's just you can tell he's throwing in because he's a fan and wants to put a bunch of just iconic things that fans will recognize on set. But some of it's getting a little overloaded.
I think that's just the art department sucking up a storm because it still is the Discovery art department.
I think that was a tribute to the actor who played Odo.
The bucket was, yeah, and it was actually a very smart attempt.
Hang on. This is getting into what I haven't seen, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So we need to be careful about spoilers.
What happened to episode 4? Where you saw up to episode 3?
Yeah,
this one so we shouldn't talk about Worf cutting off Riker's head.
Right.
That was an awesome part too.
Yeah.
Blood just squirted everywhere. It was crazy.
That actual scene was. I prefer pacifism over combat. We're all gonna die. No, just you. And he slices his head off of the transporter room. It's great.
It's like that scene from Scanners where the guy's head blows up.
I'm gonna spoil one thing for you. Like the nebula, it was actually the candle creatures, and Beverly had some wild sex.
I told you don't look. I don't need you anymore. Goes out the airlock.
Wow.
What are you so?
It was literally 45 minutes of Beverly having an orgasm. It was just pretty crazy.
Jack walks in. Mom, I don't need to see this.
They actually
this
met
is
up
how
with
you
the
remain,
pack
son.
leads again. The pack leads are actually in charge of everything.
So up to episode
I hope that's-
episode 3
I
then.
hope that's not a spoiler, Eric. I hope it's just a joke.
It is.
Yeah, good.
Wait, then they were okay. So episode 3 ended with them sinking into the nebula. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to remind me where everything was. All right.
Most things don't. What? I'm trying to read the writing under. This is what have you written there? This most things something. My eyesight's not that good.
It says most things in here don't react well to bullets, which, if you guys know what movie that's from,
You gotta say it with the accent. Most things in here don't react too well to bullets.
one of my
Don't
favorite
react
lines.
to bullets. What?
It's from Hunt for Red October. Sean Connery's with Alec Baldwin, and they're in the missile silo.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he's
Yeah,
like,
that was an
great
Indiana Jones
movie.
movie, right?
he's like, most things in here don't react well to bullets. I love that Hunt for Red October. Did you ever see
That
it?
was a really good movie.
Oh, it's fantastic. Yeah.
And listen, I really like your avatar.
Thank
today.
you. Thank you. Yeah, it's Journey Escape album cover with the Orville coming out because Kelly is a huge Orville fan. I mean, Kelly's a huge Journey fan.
She should be an Orville fan.
Well, no, she's a big Journey fan. Like if you look closely in her office in certain scenes, you could see this album cover of Escape on her wall. Did you know that?
No.
Oh,
What's the
I bet
name
Kelly
of the
likes it
band?
dirty.
The name of the
What's
band is Journey.
band?
The name
Likes
of the band
that
is
touch and
Journey, and
squeeze
she's a
feeling.
big Journey fan. And like, for example, the episode where she's talking to John Lamar about his promotion, like promoting him, you could see the poster of Journey Escape on her wall. I have a screenshot of it somewhere. And so, like, somebody made this picture of the Orville, as if it was in that poster.
I do have to make an unrelated note because I just saw a reminder from Aravixander about 311. Yeah, 311 was yesterday in my timeline, and it was the 12th death anniversary of the great tsunami and earthquake that came out. I came out like it was a released album that occurred here.
What was
Oh, man,
311?
I'm sorry to hear.
So yeah, and I moved to Japan 7 days after the earthquake. When everybody was running, I was going to the disaster. So
Sorry to hear that, Tokyo.
I remember where I was sitting in my basement in Kansas City, worried about my girlfriend at the time, who I married, by the way.
Congrats.
I was trying to contact friends in Japan, and I couldn't get a hold of them. I was sad.
Exactly. That's what I was doing.
Died.
Wow.
All I know is
Luckily,
that
she was here in Tokyo and nobody died, but I was just fearing for the worst. So
yeah,
I finally got a hold of her like 7 hours after the fact. She's like, I'm at work right now. I'm like, can you get home? No, the buses are stopped. I'm gonna have to walk home.
yeah. Tonight we move our clocks forward.
Indeed, we do.
Okay.
In about a couple hours.
So that means this game comes on at, let's see, it's at 9 o'clock, 9 to 11. We're going forward, so it's 10 o'clock here now.
Daylight savings time is so stupid. I don't understand it anymore.
I'm going to be going back and watching tonight's games. I wanted to join in, but my friend stopped by so we could watch Mandalorian. So,
hopefully you make it next week, Melissa.
Professor owes Jay
Yeah,
and Tokyo several pints of Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream.
I would try
That
for
was a
real.
wild. That's a wild rumor. I don't know where it got started.
It's cultural appropriation. They're trying to outdo Japan with weird flavors of ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many liters in a pint, just so I can understand?
What's some of the weirdest ice cream flavors you've had in Japan?
I don't really eat that much ice cream, but I've seen all kinds of nasty stuff. My favorite, of course, is matcha, but
I had garlic once. That was disgusting. There's black garlic.
Garlic
Oh.
ice cream.
Yeah,
got, like,
there was
garlic
literally like
or
cream
salty
powder
ice
ice cream, which is just disgusting.
yeah.
Oh.
The wasabi ice cream made me throw up.
Oh, the wasabi's all right. You got to get the wasabi ice cream. It's like specialty places.
Yeah,
Like
that's
if you ever come back here, you go to Shizuoka. That's where you get it. Otherwise, it's nasty everywhere else.
Oh, I can't imagine ice cream made out of wasabi. I mean,
I'm
ice
hoping to go
cream's
back to
supposed to be
Fukushima
cool,
next
not
year.
hot.
So if you live in Tokyo, how do you speak such perfect English, which is awesome?
He's from America originally.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Hello.
I'm
I
face
didn't
palming
know.
right now, dude. I
Boy.
grew up in New Jersey.
Ego
Where in New
Josen.
Jersey?
Yeah, that's what I Eagle Joseph. Somebody said that to me.
Where in New Jersey?
Tom's River.
Yeah, that's where my friend lives. Yeah, where he lived till recently.
Do you still get Nihongo Josen when you're over there? I
All
hated
the
that
time.
so much.
All the time. I hate it.
I know.
'Cause
It's like, dude, stop.
They're making
What
fun
does
of you.
that
They're
mean?
not
Yeah.
complimenting you.
Well-
It's their passive aggressive nonsense. That's the only thing I hate about Japan is severe passive aggressiveness and xenophobic actions against foreigners. I don't get it as much because I look like I fit in, but I get the weirdest looks because when I don't speak Japanese, I start speaking English, and it's like, what? Wait a minute,
What is this
what?
guy Jim
You're
Poison?
not one of us.
What is this guy Jim Poison going on here? At least, I'm gonna give my hats off to the French because when I was studying French when I worked at Air France for a little bit, and I tried to speak French, they have the decency to tell you, your French sucks. Please speak English.
Yeah. It doesn't
The
matter.
Japanese
You
would
speak
just
the
be like,
most
"Your
broken
Japanese
Japanese. Oh, Nihongo Josen. Fuck you.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
No,
Stop patronizing me.
what does that phrase actually mean? 'Cause
Your Japanese is so good.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they are actually genuinely complimented.
There's only like whenever somebody is fawning over your Japanese by saying Nihongo Jozu, there's two situations only where it's actually true. Well, not actually true, but where they actually use it. One is when they're telling you passive aggressively that your Japanese sucks and they can barely understand you. And the second situation is when there's somebody who wants to sleep with you.
Yup.
That's it. Otherwise, they just don't say anything. They don't make eye contact with you. They look over to the other person that's Japanese that you're with. They don't want to deal with you.
I'm gonna have to.
I
leave,
heard that the
guys.
pandemic made their xenophobia just 10 times worse than it was when I was there.
Freaking terrible.
Jay, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have to leave. I'm about 2 hours late from taking my antibiotic, and I've got to eat before I take the antibiotic.
I'll
So
get that
I'm gonna
done,
have
Jay.
to leave. I wanted
Get that done.
to
Take care of
wait
yourself.
until after the game to let you know that I suffered a tragic loss the other day. A friend of mine, good friend of mine, called me and told me that she wanted to be the one to tell me that my dearest friend Tammy Goodman passed away. I didn't even know she was back in the hospital. She had very bad COPD, and they had her on a ventilator, and she died.
Well,
Sorry,
so
Jay.
I know she was already of above age, but she was a very dear, sweet friend of mine because, and I will tell something that is I haven't told a lot of people. She got a premonition from the Holy Spirit twice and called me and taught me out of suicide. I love her to death. I'm better with the Lord, and I will love her for that because the devil really knows your weaknesses, and he had me twice. So I want
Good thing you
to
didn't talk to Professor.
say
what happened to Happy
I
Crocodile.
want to say that I'm really going to miss her.
You'll see her again. Just like I'll see a dear friend of mine that I haven't seen since elementary school that passed away a long time ago.
Yeah.
And I
I'm
just
really sorry.
started dealing with her death. Just
Last-
now. Like,
The last
Recent-
year has been tough for me too. I lost my
Same
mom and
again.
my best friend in the same year.
Yeah. I had of my band, my first band that I had, all my friends in the band died within 18 months of each other.
Wow.
mm.
It was just
That's
hit,
sad.
hit, another death. So I've had bouts of depression because of all that, but I'm good with Tammy's death. At least I got to talk to her before she went into the hospital.
Mm.
So, well, I'm gonna say
you have our
goodnight.
condolences.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm gonna say goodnight. I enjoyed the game, hard game, but I loved it. Great questions, John,
Thank you.
and great presentation for both of you, John and Professor. And
Appreciate it.
Tokyo, love you to death, buddy. Still praying for you.
Thank
And
you, brother. Thank you, brother.
it was a great game, everybody.
See you, Jay. Take care.
All right, bye bye.
Take care,
bless,
Jay.
brother.
Have a good one, Jay.
And by the way, I hate to have to wrap it up there, but I got some stuff I got to do tonight still. So I
still
think
gotta
I'm gonna have to
catch
start
up on- I
winding
still
down.
gotta catch up on the game, so I'm gonna be watching them for a while. So I'm gonna scroll right back and watch them. So,
You'll have fun
Okay.
this week for sure.
Very good.
Definitely.
yeah, I'm gonna take a break and then I'm gonna watch them, so it'll feel like I'm still on the stream in a way, just hanging out.
Sounds good.
Yeah, good night.
Sin, are you streaming after this?
Maybe later.
All
It's
right,
kind of
cool.
early, so maybe we'll see.
I'll be on the lookout if you are.
We'll
Guys,
say
I really appreciate you welcoming me in.
I'm
You're
glad you
always
can make
welcome,
it.
Mercer.
Thanks.
Indeed.
All right, have a good night. I'm gonna log off. Talk to you later.
Good night, Mercer.
See you,
Mercer.
man.
Good night, Mercer.
Good night.
So yeah, good night, everyone, and we look forward to seeing you back again next week.
See you, everyone.
Question
Good night,
for
everyone.
tomorrow,
Good night.
4:30 Eastern.